When somebody is suicidal, whether on Facebook or elsewhere, if you actually care, don't turn them on to Suicide Hotline. Everybody knows about Suicide Hotline. Suicide Hotline will not help with most things. If you need a friend to actually give a shit and take a look, yeah, Suicide Hotline isn't going to help. Police can do whatever they want to you. And if you can't hold out for 3 years, then you're screwed. Because you have to take them to civil court, because these officers are not going to investigate themselves. Time and again, we see how internal affairs lets officers get away with things, but when those people have the money and the ability to take someone to court, they have the ability to show evidence. Things are different. You have no idea how many times I've tried to send this stuff over the internet for it not to arrive. The word why needs to be asked. Instead of police trying to drag you to a nuthatch and inject drugs into you when you're trying to tell them hysterically what the fuck is going on because they're not listening. When you've been through hell from the public and the police won't fucking listen. You know, by the time that I tried to go to St. John's to get the killer to show up with the gun, I dealt with the border police harassing me for 5 days. Maybe longer. Harassing me. Refusing to take a report about the violence and the abuse and the threats. By the time the 6th rolled around, I was fucking batshit crazy. I've got fucking all sorts of shit that I've got to deal with. I'm by myself in a very hostile area. The police needed to ask why. Why are you suicidal? Instead of dragging someone to a nuthatch because they're suicidal, you need to find out why. When a 15-year-old girl is suicidal and she's got cuts all up and down her arms, those are signs of abuse, you fucking idiot. Dragging her to a nuthatch and shoving her full of medications is not going to help her situation. She doesn't need drugs. She doesn't need an institution. She needs a safe environment, and those institutions are not safe environments. If she's trying to show you what's going on at her dad's house and she says, hey, I have a phone full of pornography from my dad, are you going to turn away and look away and say, not my jurisdiction? This isn't my jurisdiction. Are you going to transfer her out of jurisdiction if she tries to show you evidence that a police officer did that? If someone has anxiety, there's a reason. If somebody is depressed, there is a reason. If somebody is suicidal, there is a reason, and rarely are medications needed. What's needed is a positive environment. That's my castle idea, a place safe from those people. A place safe from the system and from people's shitty opinions. I wasn't harmed over things I did, I was harmed over people's opinions. I should have been allowed to show that in court. I shouldn't have been prevented from going to court illegally. What these officers and judges did, and public pretenders, was go out of their way not to speak to witnesses. Go out of their way not to do any investigating. Go out of their way not to do any actual work because they get paid whether they do their jobs or not. Our criminal justice system is not criminal justice. We allow actual criminals to walk free. And then we lock up those who are the most desperate in need of help. Housing first. Without that, we can't function. Without a safe place to put your backpack, a safe place to take a shower, a place where your stuff is not going to get stolen. You are on guard 24/7. You have to be. After what happened to me, I can't be. I need someone to stand up for me in court. I need someone to say, hey, this is messed up. We want to see the truth. I needed help to show people that. And there are so many people that know how to do all of these things. And I tell them I need help with that. They say, I don't know how to do that. Well, when you're pissed off at me, you sure as fuck know how to do that, don't you? You can't make a police report about me, can you? Of course you can. They'll listen to you if you're trying to say that I'm a bad person. If you're trying to show the things that people are doing to me, yeah, the police don't give a fuck. Adult Protective Services doesn't give a fuck. What the fuck is a therapist gonna do? They're gonna take up my time and take up my money, take up what little resources I have. I've been living off of the kindness of others for 2 years. But the thing is, most of these people are alcoholics or drug addicts. Most of these people have control issues. Most of these people didn't bother to take a look at any of the evidence. Matter of fact, most of them didn't look at any at all. The stuff I was able to show on the internet got me Facebook banned a lot. Even threats from other people. I needed help. Instead of having my disabilities exploited as their excuse not to do their fucking jobs. This is why assisted suicide should be legal. People say don't live in the past. Well, with all due respect, I can't take care of myself because of the things that happened in the past and because the people who knew